Yes, yes, yes. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all joining us on Rated R for reviews, man. So look at here, the season two of Last of Us is getting very, very interesting here. I'm not gonna lie to you. This last episode was probably one of the best ones that I've seen so far in this season, man. I don't think it's not topping the second one though. This episode two when Joe passed
Mhm.
away when he died, that's like the best one, man. So it's not topping that one, but this one right here, man, is got some new information. Oh, and we got remember we saw the freaking intelligent zombies or the intelligent infection.
Mm.
Now they coming back in this one. So hey, we got some. And then it's airborne, bro. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. It's gonna be fantastic show for y'all. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe if you're new. The season two of The Last of Us is about to go down right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, if you are new. Open mic panel, man. So of course, when we drop the link, you can pull up on the show, man, and talk some movies with us, man. So that's gonna be going down later on. I know Cuba said he definitely wanted to pull up today on this specific episode because he watched it and he could not wait until we went live. So we're about to get into it, man. So look at here. I always ask who wants to go first because this one, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. This is great. I
Right.
love this episode. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, that's a lot to cover. Who's gonna take them?
And it's a lot.
Who wants to take the
It's a lot. I
mantle?
mean, especially because we get to see Joel for a little bit too,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that part.
as as
I'm
a,
a
as a flashback, because it kind of explains to you like how he gave the guitar to Ellie. And actually, do you know in real life she actually taught Joel how to play the guitar
Really?
in real life
I didn't know that.
for that
oh,
scene?
Okay.
Yeah, as
I didn't
Chad
know that.
Mm.
GPS. Yeah,
Chat
she taught
GPT,
him,
baby.
especially because you know how they're playing all kinds of like pro jam song. Like I think the director from the video game
Hmm.
um is really into like pro jam because I've seen it in a couple few episodes, even in season one.
Mm.
And in the game, because I was actually following, I think you mentioned it, June. Who's the guy that plays video games
For who?
that that you were following?
Oh, Cuba.
Can't remember. Cube, yes. So on there, it
Phantom
even
Flame.
shows Pearl Jam, like it actually says Pearl Jam and stuff. So is that really like towards the game? Like, is that really matching with the game? Like having that and the game and the TV show the same?
I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I know
Because
they
I've been
they
seeing that, and when I saw the game, I saw a lot
uh
of images of the Pearl Jam.
huh.
Mm.
Maybe.
I
It
don't
could
know.
be.
Let's
I don't
Google
know.
it.
Right, we gotta Google that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
any,
know,
anyone wants comments on here?
right. No, and the game I also follow Cuba and Phantom Flame is the name of his channel if you guys want to go subscribe to him. I've been watching his gameplay and yeah, the game it's a little different from the show. So uh I'm gonna say this. One of the best scenes that I saw in this show, and it's just me, is that when when Ellie went into the basement of what was it like level two or something like that, and it was
Yeah.
just this just infected everywhere, right? And the particles of the how they did the detail
yeah.
of the dust and the particles of you know what I'm saying? And she's just breathing it all in. She's immune, right? So she's just breathing it all in, right?
Mm.
And the part where she's like with her, she's got her gun and she leans down and sees the Leon. Remember that at the beginning of the show, it was the Asian
Lady.
girl, right? And Leon, yeah. So that fool's still down there, and so
Yeah.
and the part where he breathed out the particles and the dust, bro, that was just the detail and the effects of
It
what
was
was
on
happening, man.
some Avatar, like
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yeah.
It looked
that
like
That
was
was
my
good
best
Avatar,
scene.
animation.
very, yeah.
ICG or whatever it's called,
That was my
Mm.
best scene from the
CGI.
show. I would love that show. I love that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, they have some strong openers in this show. I've been noticing that in season two. Like, even how they broke down that first, you get introduced to the cop that had to seal her son in and that whole situation, and you're like, oh, this is bad. So,
Mm,
like, and then they don't come back to it until Ellie's by herself, comes down there to chase what's her name, and I'm kind of glad they did that because I felt like, especially last episode, I wasn't here for it, but it felt slower. But it's like the fact that it's like, okay, let's speed this up to where Ellie starts finding some of the people she's after. And it's like, okay, now this starts to feel like a hunt a little bit. Like she gets one of the people she's after. You get
yeah.
introduced to, yeah. This is the second time she's gotten bailed out, though, by intelligent zombies from being dumb. Like this is the second time she got cornered by intelligence, and I was like, and my man stepped through though. I do love Jesse, so if we get him
Right.
back in the scenes, I'm like, all right, because they've been
Such a
needing some
way to
IQ
come.
points.
Hey,
Yeah,
did you
'cause-
did you see what I saw when Ellie was getting jacked up by the intelligent zombies, right? And then they showed Jesse coming, but at first it looked like Joel. Like it looked like the image. Like it was a. Did you guys see that, or was that
Yeah,
just me? 'Cause
I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was. I
just
thought it was
noticed that.
that was coming.
okay.
oh,
I thought it was
I,
Tommy.
mm,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I thought it
yeah,
was
I did
Tommy, to
too,
be honest with you,
actually.
too. I thought
Mm.
it
I
Yeah,
was
mean,
Tommy.
yes. Sorry, I said Joe. He's not. He's not here. Yes,
he's
Tommy.
not making, he's
Yeah,
not coming back.
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was
the
Tommy.
image because when I saw it, I saw like it was just because it was just like a shadowy figure, right, walking slow, and then I was like, and I don't know why, but the shadowy figure just looked like Joel first, and then all of a sudden it was Jesse. You know what I mean? The only reason why I knew it was Jesse was because of Cuba, because Cuba played the game, and
Mm,
Jesse was the one that saved Ellie in the game. So I knew it was going to be Jesse.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was yeah,
yeah,
that was I like that part though. They
do
What
y'all
were
changed it up
feel
a little
like,
bit in the game though.
What were they
yeah,
mad at? Oh, go ahead.
oh, no, you're good. I was just gonna say, do y'all feel like, because I was thinking like every time it seems, I bet every time Ellie actually like catches up to one of the people she's after on Abby's team, I feel like she's gonna have a vision from Joe, like forward, because yeah, I feel like that's gonna be her like little puzzle piece into. Probably by the time she gets to Abby, she might actually forgive her or something. Like right now, it's just a little peaceful interaction. At some point, they might have that conversation they never had about her saving Joel, saving her life, and you know how many lives that affected because she took that like a G when she actually just straight up told him like, yo, Joe killed a whole hospital to save your life, that's why we went after him. And she was just like, I know. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
that's cool that you pieced that together, but you ain't act like you knew when he was alive, so you definitely still got some therapy to go through. Like I'm like, she got.
Wait, she? When did she learn that or realize that?
I don't know. Did they even? I don't even think
I
they
don't
mentioned it.
remember that. Yeah.
I think she just never bought it. I think she knew she was immune. Joel
Uh,
lied straight to her face, and I'm like, I could see why she would feel frustrated if she's alive and never told her the truth. But
So maybe that was
once,
supposed to be the reveal because I think that's something that we've all been wondering is like, or not even wondering, but waiting for Ellie to, since she's been mad at Joel this whole time, it's like
mm,
for her to actually find out what he actually did. So it's like, okay, this was maybe supposed to be the confirmation of she knew the whole time. Like,
yeah, because the therapist peeped it, right? Like she was pressing her. She was like, "Hey,
yeah,
is there something you still need to process? Is there something?" She's like, "No, I'm good. I'm fine," and kind of kept
yeah.
rolling. But
why
now
was
it's
she
like,
mad
well,
about that?
your therapy is life now, so you should have stayed in that chair.
Yeah, that's real though. Yeah, yeah, and then remember with the therapist, she was like, "Yeah, some people are just liars, man. You just can't save them, man. You know what I mean?" So
Mm. Yeah, that probably is coming full circle then. Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, okay. So my question, going back to when Jesse came through and saved Ellie and Dina, why were they? I don't want to say ungrateful, but it seemed like they were like. I mean, for
Upset.
one, the things were the infecteds were tearing at the cage. They were about to kill Dina for sure, and she would have been gone, bit for
Yeah.
sure. They ripped the screen off of the cage she was locking herself in, and then Ellie was getting eaten by multiple. It's like, and there were multiple of them, and so for him to come through, it's like the first thing they both did was argue with him, like, and to say, what did they say? There was like, you came after us, or I can't believe they sent you, like the town sent you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there was like that was I didn't expect that reaction. That was interesting. Like,
yeah.
why
and
I
even
didn't know why they would be mad. You know.
and even Jesse was I don't know. It's just maybe somebody can explain that to me because Jesse, remember that scene where they were getting away and they were in the forest, and then Ellie said something and Jesse was like snapped at her and was like, "Don't effing ask me that question or don't effing talk to me," or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And
He
I'm like,
probably.
why is he mad at Ellie? I don't.
Well, I think because he might not have known that she was going to run off by herself. Like the council decided we're not going after him. Ellie made this kind of bold claim of I'll accept whatever decision you make. And from his perspective, they're just gone the next night. So he's probably like, yo, I left the village. I left people behind. Like I'm risking my life because again, like you being impulsive basically. So I don't know if he was that whole walk just mad, like I'm gonna save your life, but but I'm gonna let you know
Huh?
about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy. That was weird. This
yeah.
that scene though of the spiritual people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was deep, bro. I mean, he had the whatever he had, whatever hook knife he had,
Like sickle
and
thing.
just and let him just go up, and this just his guts just fell out.
Right.
Oh man, I was
I'm
like,
like, talk about overkill. It's like y'all already
ooh,
got a rope around the man's neck. Like,
right.
how you gonna slice him while he's going up to hang? Like, god
Oh
dang.
man,
That boy, look, they conserving energy. My man said, I'm gonna keep my hand right here and y'all gonna pull him up. I'm not even gonna pull. We gonna make a whole contraption so I ain't gotta do nothing else.
Imagine that was the whole point, but
That
he
was the
said, I don't
point.
want to move. Like, wow.
Oh man. I don't want to move, but we need him to be gone, right? So yeah.
yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
That was crazy, man. I was like, ooh, man, I mean, that was talk about a fatality right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Does
No,
it seem like there's how many people are at play? We got our crew, which is Ellie's group and Jesse and Tommy now. But then we got the religious cult group, and then we got like the wolf team. But there seems like there was like a betrayal, right? Because in the last episode there was like the original wolf team, and then there was the dude who kind of betrayed them for the citizens. Remember, because he threw the grenades in there and everything.
So
I
So
that
remember
like,
that.
that
are
wasn't the
there?
wolf. That wasn't the wolf team. That was the Well, then government. there's also the Versailles or whatever they're called. So they showed a bunch of
Mm,
different like groups in this episode.
yeah.
okay, so
Lit-
wolf
Yeah, like
is
literally, you got like one, two, three, four, like five different things plus the village. Which technically is Jesse right now
yeah.
and Dina. I mean,
Okay.
this episode was really intense because it had a lot of characters, and they're giving Dina more of a background too. I think so.
Yeah, they're
I feel
definitely trying
like
to flesh that out too.
they're trying to combine how her and Joel, like I guess I don't remember correctly, but um, isn't Dina had sisters? Like her backstory, didn't she have like a sister that was supposed to
And
be with her, or her sister's whole family died, and that's how she met Joel?
That would make
yeah,
sense if he's that
I think I
if he
remember something like
closes
that.
that gap.
Because he's like that father figure to Dina.
Yeah,
Mm,
that
yeah.
yeah.
makes sense.
This is before Joel met Ellie,
Mm, yeah,
because she was supposed to be like 8 years old or something when that happened.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, we
Oh.
need we need to talk about Dina's counting skills too, because she was sitting there, and I'm thinking like she's
Oh,
really cranking these zombies. 4, 5, and then 1,500 run out. I'm like,
wait,
what?
that was the last. That was episode 4. That was
You're not
episode
wrong.
4.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
okay.
last
I'm late.
episode.
See, that was just
You
shock
talking about
value
when
for
she was in
me.
the subway?
Yeah, I was sitting here like, oh, okay, they could maybe handle 5, 6, and an ocean comes out. I'm like, you're not wrong, girl, but come on.
It's because she's pregnant. She's superwoman right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
You know, when
man.
you're pregnant, you
Oh.
got that extra adrenaline rush, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
Yeah.
But she got
my
some
wife
skills.
said,
I mean, they're supposed to be like college age.
Mhm.
And
right.
I don't know. Ellie to me kind of seems a little like she's doing a lot of stupid things.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
still.
Like she's making like
Yeah.
really dumb decisions, not thinking it through.
She just
Once
guns
again,
blazing.
yes,
Guns blazing. I
Dina
don't
is.
give a damn who in my way. I'm shooting everybody. I'm going full force. Like, hold on, relax, strategize. So, but I mean, but that's kind of a like Dina said. That's kind of a good team that they have. One of them is the brains, strategize, and the other one is like, I don't care. I'm shooting everybody. Like she has that type of mindset. So when you have both of those minds together, it makes a good team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But my wife said that Ellie stole his girl. He's talking about Jesse, and that's why Jesse was mad at Ellie. So
Mm.
I'm still, yeah.
I
I got
I
thoughts.
guess I don't know. So I guess he just figured it out. So like because Dina left with Ellie, Jesse didn't. Hold on,
I don't think.
Jesse and Dina hooked up first, obviously because she's pregnant, right?
Right.
And then Ellie left. I mean, yeah, Ellie and Dina left. So did Jesse just figure it out and was like, oh, I guess.
But in New Year's, on New Year's, they had that kiss. That was it. That was just Dina and Ellie's kiss, and that was it. And then they obviously got together when they left to revenge Joel.
Hmm,
Yeah. Yeah. He did already. They had already broken up
They had
once.
already done the deed. Obviously that's why she was pregnant.
okay.
Mm,
But when he
Yeah.
went to go pick her up for the watch, I remember Jesse was giving her a hard time.
Yeah.
uh,
Huh.
mhm.
Okay.
So, he's still kind of like a little bit of like a sourpuss, a little butthurt about
Yeah.
it, about the kiss or whatever.
Yeah. I can already
Okay.
tell I'm gonna be Team Jesse because the fact that they hopped in a relationship on some I'm pregnant and Ellie never asked like, yo, what are you gonna do about like she's moving like she don't know how babies are made. Like I'm
She
like you.
she said I'm gonna when she said I'm
She
gonna be
keeps
a dad.
calling her baby it, like a it. I don't know if you guys caught that.
No,
Yeah, I did.
she for sure did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she said I'm gonna be a dad. I said, what? How'd you come to that conclusion? How did you come to that
Who says
conclusion?
Dina
That
wants to
was
be with
so
you?
weird.
Yeah.
That was just
Like,
a funny
And
statement.
Dina hasn't told Jesse yet, right? Jesse doesn't know that Dina's pregnant,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah, he don't know anything because he's got to
oh,
catch
he
up
Yeah.
found
to
out from
Ellie.
taking the pregnancy test on the trip
Yeah.
when they left.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Jesse don't know nothing.
But
Oh,
Jesse still doesn't know. Jesse hasn't found out yet.
Hmm.
oh, that's gonna
And then
suck.
for both of them to be mad at him for him saving their butts, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, they need to figure that out. They need to figure out how to be mad at one thing without being confused about another thing. Like when your competition, let's just call them competition, saves your life. Because I was like, oh, Last of Us is going to end on episode 5. Like there is no way they're making it out of 5. There's like 10 intelligent zombies sitting there, and it was. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. They all gonna see Joel, and okay, like, but yeah, I'm like when he saves them from that, and they just act brand new. I'm like, okay, they got some learning to do, because
yeah, it's
for
like
sure.
compartmentalize. Like
Hmm.
he was about to die 2 seconds ago. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me show
Yeah.
some gratitude, then we can have a conversation later about whatever our personal issues are. But you did just save my life. Like
yeah.
so, okay, I have a question. So what's the deal with the guy? I'm trying to remember if this is between episode 4 and episode 5, but the guy that was torturing the other guy in that room.
the zombie or whatever it is, like the
No, he was not the zombie. He ended up shooting him at the end. He was sitting on the
Yeah.
floor. So
oh yeah
He,
yeah
yeah.
yeah yeah.
that was
He
last
was
episode,
torturing
right?
this. Yeah. He was
Yeah, that
torturing
was
the
last
spiritual guy.
episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
Where he
they
called him the wolf, right?
yeah, that's the wolves. Yeah,
Mm.
that's the wolves. Yeah.
There it is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and so he's trying to look for. He was trying to get information out of the guy, like where are they going to be attacking next, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and did they follow up with that? I'm trying to remember in
Yeah,
this
I
episode.
think
No.
that's what Ellie and them found was the next attack when they saw those people hung. And
Oh,
But that
like I
was
think
last.
that
Oh,
yeah, but is that not the like
that was
he
the
was
same
trying to
episode,
figure
right?
out where that attack was happening at and basically didn't get the information out of the guy. So
Okay.
that is
Is it doing like a
Yeah.
back and forth, kind of like showing, and then it showed like the aftermath?
yeah, like he
Okay.
wouldn't yeah, he didn't give up their position and meanwhile they were out there putting in work. So
Right.
Okay, but they didn't show anything this episode with him in that whole situation. That was just
yeah,
all
they
last
didn't.
episode.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting episode because since I wasn't here last week, I'm just like I didn't talk about this, so I'm like, hold on, wait. But
yeah.
but yeah. So
Yeah.
going back to it being airborne, I want to know how far does this stuff travel? Because when I think about, you know
Right.
how you look at certain statistics, like right now, if you were to like Google or Chat GPT it, where it's like you think when you sneeze, it's just like, oh, it's right here, and it's like, no, them particles are they could be flying like a mile or like 10
Right.
feet. So I'm
Hmm.
like, I want to know how far this is because now people have to not be worried about getting bit. If these things invade their space or their town, like that's going to be a problem. I feel like there's going to be a lot
Yeah.
more conversions now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be if it's and that's the thing because it's like I mean good thing that it's underground right now. You know,
Hmm.
because it's like level two basement or something like that. So good thing that it's underground right now. But I mean, yeah, like it's airborne. So it's I mean that stuff. Eventually, I feel like somebody's gonna mess up somewhere and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this door open or like I don't know, like something's gonna it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
leak out. It's airborne. Like you know, and so if that happens, yeah, now you're talking about everybody
Isn't
running
there
to
like vents and stuff? They're underneath like subways and stuff, like underneath basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wonder
yeah
what they're
Mhm.
gonna do with that because now, yeah, it's like it's not even about fighting them anymore. Like I wonder where the show is gonna
mhm,
go because so far it's always been about, even if they see an infected, they just learn how to maneuver. You know how Ellie would just get up close and get one right here, like in the neck with the
yeah
knife. Or it's like, well, y'all strategy gonna have to change because you can't even get close to it now.
Yeah.
yeah
Like I wonder if it has to be a thing where like it breathes on a person, or is it just kind of like COVID? Like
mm,
somebody didn't have to cough on you, or you know, but if you're just around somebody, it can actually get you. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting how they start fighting now.
That's real. Somebody said that's two pandemics in one. Like they definitely didn't
mhm,
solve the first
Oh, I
problem.
know.
right
It's like, well, we can't
Dude,
catch
this
up.
like jokes on you. This might be a show about the infected winning. Like it's
winning
like yo, they lost this show when Joe shut up the hospital. They lost.
all
Like
right
this has
that
just
was
been
it
the slow process to how they lose. Because yeah, that's real.
that's
Yeah.
true though and then yeah Ellie and Nora opened the sealed doors so I mean that's there it is right there man like it's got to come out now right
Yeah, I do
No,
want to
they
know
why did
how.
Nora
they closed the
huh
doors. They sealed it up.
Oh, that's why the
Because
police
remember
and people
the
didn't come.
soldiers. Remember you could hear the soldiers when they went down into the elevator. The soldiers above were like, "Oh, it's open, seal it up." So they
Mm,
sealed
okay
it. So it's closed. Yeah,
Mm.
they sealed it
so
back up.
Well,
so
that's why
hopefully
that
none
mom
none
had
of
to
it
leave her son behind and seal the doors.
yeah,
okay so hopefully
I'm.
I
none of
think
it
she had to
leaked
do
out
that. That made, I mean, that's a huge sacrifice. She left her son because she thought of like the world, like to not infect the world.
Yeah,
mm,
Where what's his name? Joel was thinking about, saving Allie, and Allie technically can save the entire race.
yeah,
Kind of lets you see two different perspectives. This mother literally, you know, sealed her son in those doors so it wouldn't be airborne into the world to affect everybody else. And Joel saves Ellie when she can save the whole, mankind.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I never played the game, but I'm just saying, like, it just gives you two type of different perspective of how people can make a different decision.
Hmm.
Yeah. In
Sorry,
the
my
game,
heart broke when she had to give. I don't know if that's how the game is, but
yeah. Yeah, in the game is that part where they changed it up a little. I don't know. It's weird in the game there because I watch Cuba play, and it's they change little things, and it's kind of like I don't some of it I'm like why do they change? I don't know why they changed it, but sometimes I agree with it because I'm like, okay, it's more dramatic and more entertainment if you in what happens in the TV show. But sometimes I'm like, that doesn't make no sense. Why did you change it? Like for example, the next episode is supposed to be like a flashback, right? Well, the flashback for in the game happened before Ellie killed Nora. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, they put it after, right? So okay, whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't know why they did it. But one part that they changed when I don't know. I kind of wish they would have kept it. I ain't gonna lie to you because I saw the game, right, and the part where Ellie was getting bit by all the what's those stalkers? Is that what their name? Their names are
they're called
stalkers, right?
stalkers. Yes, stalkers.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So
what the
Ellie was
smart ones
getting
are.
yeah, the smart ones are called stalkers. So
Okay.
when Ellie was getting jacked up by the stalkers, right? That didn't happen in the game. Okay. It was something. It was similar. It was close though. But then Jesse ended up saving Ellie in the game, but Dina wasn't there.
Mm.
Oh. Hmm.
For some reason, Dina. I remember that conversation that Ellie and Dina had about because remember Ellie was like, why I can't believe I'm like you shouldn't be here. Like I should have left you back there.
Oh,
You're
right.
pregnant. Like what am I doing? Like you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Well in the game, yeah, Ellie left Dina at the freaking wherever they was at. And right, and
That
Ellie's by
hurts.
herself. And then so when Ellie was getting, infected, blah blah, well, Jesse ended up coming to save Ellie, and
That's
they end up running together while the infected was chasing them, and it was the wolves. I think the wolves were also caught them and was shooting at them, and
yeah.
so they were getting it was both right, and then
Oh.
and then Jesse end up hot wiring like a some type of jeep or something like that. He ended up hot wiring a jeep, and Ellie was blasting the zombies and stuff like that was chasing at him, and the
Oh.
wolves was up top shooting at him, bro. It was like complete, just total action. Like the action was just amazing, right? And then Jesse finally got it to work, and he takes off. He puts it in gear. He takes off. He's driving. Ellie's shooting at the zombies. Bah, 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 bah. The zombies is jumping on the jeep. You know what I mean? And the zombie just broke. One of the zombies broke through the windshield, and the zombies all in his face. And Jesse's like, "Oh, Sam!" And then the zombie had another one around his neck, and Ellie was just pow, pow, pow.
Look, this
And then
sounds like
they
a
end up,
much more exciting episode.
I agree.
bro. That
It
I
does.
was. It
I
does.
want to watch
You
that
gotta.
I'm over
one.
here with my popcorn, like, oh,
Oh man, go watch.
Go
Go
on.
watch.
Go on.
go
Go
on.
watch Cuba
Man, I
play
ain't gonna
that when
lie.
it was
Our
the last game.
intro with the soda hitting that ice
Go
Oh
watch.
man.
Don't
makes
watch the
my
game.
mouth all watery.
Cuba played it. I'm telling you, the fan. I'm telling you, go watch the when Cuba played that part. That part, I was waiting for that scene. You know what I mean? And then we didn't get that scene. We got the
We didn't get
spiritual
that
guy
scene.
cutting the guts out, and I was like, okay, well that's cool. But that other scene in the game,
Maybe
They had
that's
to.
what that was supposed to represent when Ellie or Dina, who was it? Dina got shot in the leg with the arrow out of nowhere. Maybe
Yeah.
oh
that
yeah,
I thought that was about to start something, and then they took
Yeah.
off
hmm
running, and then Ellie went to the hospital that she saw in the distance. But maybe
Yeah.
that arrow coming, that was maybe supposed to be the scene you're talking about. Maybe the because who shot her?
Karen, that does not sound as
I,
interesting as what
I
I
Yeah,
know,
heard.
like,
the
but like the
the
arrow
Terabyte
in the
guys
leg was
shot her
supposed.
in the leg.
yeah, the
Oh wait,
Yeah.
go ahead.
terabyte, yeah,
The people with the arrow shot her in the leg.
the religious people, the spiritual people.
I
Because
thought
One
they
of
remember they
them
were
That's,
going through the park. Remember, okay, so remember they were being chased by the wolves and the zombies. So they ran
yeah.
to the park, and the wolves were like, "No, no, no, we can't go up in there because they
hmm
they already know what's going on in there. So that's why they didn't go in there." So when they
Yeah.
got up in there, then the Seraphite started whistling and all that stuff. Then you saw arrows flying. Uh, Dina gets hit in the leg. Jesse, was carrying her, and then that's when Ellie's like, "Go ahead and take her back to the theater. I'm gonna keep.
hmm
I'll meet you guys later. We'll split up." So then that's when
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
split up.
I don't
Maybe
remember
did
them seeing. I don't remember the religious people being the ones that shot her. It seemed like when she
it was
made
yeah.
noise, like they were like, "Oh,
Nah,
Well,
that's they got some explaining to do because that's one thing is whoever shot Dina in the leg had a free shot. So the fact that
right,
they even picked the leg is a question mark to me.
right,
Cause
right,
but it's like, but yeah, if that's their thing, because they shoot arrows, it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
what you know, like it's like a sniper deciding to take a shot instead of telling the village they got intruders. Like that's a weird
right,
choice. But
right."
Well,
also, but now that you said, DJ, what you said about like that makes more sense because it's like they knew they had to answer that question. Because the first thing that happens when Jesse saves them is she's like, "How'd you find us?" He's like, "Oh, I saw the map." It's like, "How'd you find
mhm,
that?"
Right.
What
right,
you mean? I
I
saw
was
the
saying
map.
that too. I was like, "How did he
One
know?
man. Yeah.
You walked into a
so
sanctuary, found the map, knew it was ours, and then went to
Knew it
where
was
we was going.
ours."
Great Triangle. Oh, what you mean? I found the map. That don't get you out
I
of
mean,
that.
the thing that didn't make sense about that was he was like, we left the day. Was it a day after? It's like we left the day after or the morning you guys left. We knew you.
oh
It's
yeah,
like, how number one, if the old man didn't say nothing, Dina didn't say nothing, Ellie didn't say nothing. How y'all know? Well, I guess
Well, it would
I
have had
guess
to be
you
the
go
old
into
man.
Ellie's room to go check, but like, how would you know they left? And then if there
Yeah,
was
you'd
no
have to
map
check a
to
lot of
know,
maps. Yeah.
and if you found their map at the theater, right? So that means you didn't have their map back at the base camp. So
Um,
how did you even know to go to the theater?
I guess she
to the
put her name
theater.
on the map.
Yeah. The theater
How do
wasn't
you
even part of their plan. They had to run there after the zombies. So,
right?
Right,
Right.
right.
The theater wasn't even a
yeah.
part of the
That's right.
that is
Yeah. But
Yeah,
crazy.
it sounds like it's really what you were saying. Like it was the fact that no, Dina was supposed to stay back. She would have bumped into
Yeah.
him, which makes a lot more sense. And then she says, I know
Right.
exactly where to find Ellie. She's probably in
right.
danger.
They should have kept
That
Yeah.
makes
that
sense.
storyline. Now that makes more sense to me.
It makes sense.
And
Yeah, Jesse would have found Dina at the theater, and then Dina would have said, "This is where Ellie is going."
Yeah.
and
So
and maybe they're doing it like the video game, because you know how like video games don't explain stuff. You just see another cutscene. You're just like, how do you find this? They never explain it.
mhm.
They just like he just popped up out of nowhere. Because I don't know. How do you know that they're going to that exact location at that exact time?
And the timing too. It's like you left
The
a day.
timing was just too on point. It was just too on
Yeah.
point. You just
And
came right into the warehouse as soon as
Right.
the
That
infected
timing.
was
Yeah,
about to
no.
turn up. You just
yeah.
pulled up right there at the naked time. You know what's crazy? When I saw that scene, I was thinking to myself, man, if that was me, ain't nobody gonna save me. I'm cooked.
I'm
I'm
Yeah.
good.
eating by the zombies.
Like,
That's
right.
it.
Thank God it's a show because that for sure wouldn't happen in real life. Like, what are the odds? And then it's just the fact that if he left a day after them, I'm like, there's no way you get to the theater and think, how does he know they didn't
This
make it to
is
the
where
theater
it's gonna happen.
2 days ago?
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
it's not like she put a date on the map. We're going to the theater on this
Yeah.
date. Like, how did he know? Like, they must be there right now. Like, they
Mhm.
could have left that map there a week ago or whatever. I don't know, like hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The logic is insane.
I don't
It's
think we're supposed
Yeah,
to think about that. I don't
we're
Even
not
yeah,
him
and then
saving them,
yeah.
because
and
that was
then
a
the
big deal
the
too. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say the other part that kind of was weird to me was when Ellie was pointing the gun at Nora in the room, and Nora had her hands up, you know what I
know.
mean, and Ellie was just blasting, and then all of a sudden I just seen Nora do this, and I'm like, put your hands back up, put your hands. Ellie didn't say nothing. I'm like, Ellie,
Nothing.
you gonna tell her to put her hands back up? You know what she's planning to do. Come on now. And then she
Right.
threw she threw some liquid. What was that? Water?
It had a
I don't
color
Was
understand.
it
too.
Nah,
the
that's
what was
true.
that wasn't it like that medical stuff she was cleaning up? Because remember she was done helping her friend, right? And she had all that
Uh,
medical stuff in there. So I think that's what it was. The
But it's like it
whatever that
wasn't
medical
acid.
watch is.
I was thinking it was
No, it
acid.
wasn't acid. It was probably
yeah,
just to divert her attention from
Disinfectant, like a disinfectant for.
That means it
yeah,
shouldn't have hurt her
I don't
that badly.
I
Like
mean,
that
Yeah,
it
was
was
that's what
just
I was
clot,
like
thinking.
clot
Like
water.
it should have been acid or something because
And
that's what I
hydro.
thought. I thought it
the
was.
way
I
Ellie
thought it was
was
gonna be
sitting there, like,
something. Right. I thought it
yeah,
was something like to blind her or to maybe like burn her
right.
skin or something. It was, and then nothing happened. So I'm like, oh, okay. Was it water? Like, what are we doing?
It was peroxide.
She got struck. Yeah.
It did
it was
peroxide
Nah,
on
this.
her.
Yeah. If they
Ellie
go back
also
and
got
read that,
Ellie got
Yeah.
splashed with some water and was like, oh. She was just like, and then she sat there for a minute. That's what it seemed like. I was just like, I said, I hope
Man,
that's something that's really doing damage because you ain't running yet.
Agreed. I definitely agree
Like,
with that comment. Yeah, Ellie is basically not the same. They almost broke Ellie into three characters because at this point she's supposed to be like she's learned from Joel, so her situational awareness should be higher than like let's go storm a tower in the middle of a day and see what happens. Like the fact that
With
she even had to
horses,
be
with
told
horses.
that.
right,
Yeah, it's like, dude, being motivated by revenge and thinking of how you're actually gonna do it are two different things. Like the fact that she literally can't think of anything except like I'm gonna shoot her in the head. Like that's the only thing I know she's thought through. Everything else in between that would have got her killed six
right.
times over.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, they definitely speed ran her character.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
going back to what you were saying just about the when the girl started putting her hands down. I can't stand that in movies because I'm like I've never been in that situation, but there's no way if I happen to be in a situation like that and I have a gun pointed at somebody, it'd be them movies where the person is literally pointing the gun and the person is like taking a step,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Stay where you are," and they keep walking. You're getting shot in your kneecap. I'm sorry, like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you in your leg.
awkward. Like you're not about to keep. So when she started putting her hands down, I was thinking, why ain't Ellie telling her put your hands back up?
Yeah.
Like, say
That's what I said.
something. Like, why aren't you see her?
But
Like,
the scene makes sense too. It's just if the character, it's like they only need one more scene, and it's like if she starts lowering her hands, and Ellie says, "Get your hands up," and he's like, "You're not gonna shoot me here. You don't want to die either, and you know everyone's coming if you pull that trigger." Like if she starts playing the like I'm aware of your situation card, because she did it a little bit, but it's like the fact that she just puts him
was
down,
able
and
to
Ellie
put them
just
down.
seems to take a really long blink. I'm like, okay, never mind.
I, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was that scene right there, bro. I was like, what? Come on,
Mhm.
man. What do you think she's gonna do? Like, come on, she's planning
Man.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. Like it's like if it were me, and because she did, Nora did say like, oh, once you shoot the gun, like they're gonna be all over you. I
Yeah.
just be like, look at, hey, I'm gonna have to take that chance because I'm gonna lie. I look here. You're not about to freaking get away. That's number one. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Okay. And if you do get away, you're probably gonna tell the people to come find me anyway, so I'm dead anyway, right? I'm just gonna
Right.
take my
I might
chances,
as well
shoot,
shoot you.
and then hopefully the sound. They're gonna be like startled and be like, "Oh, what the heck was that?" Now I got time to hide or something, like you know what
Because
I
they
mean?
don't know where it
Maybe I
came
do get away. Like,
from. Right.
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on
because
now.
she after she threw that water on Ellie, she did everything right. She ran through that mug like a track star. Intruder. Like
Right. Right.
help
She
me.
did right.
She
She was
had
It
form, bro.
was in
She was
shape.
like
Yeah.
she
Like,
was gone.
dude.
form was
She was
perfect.
a
She
marathon runner for real. I was like, whoa.
I was like, dude, she is not. I was like, I don't think Ellie's gonna catch her because she was
And if it
moving.
wasn't
The
for
fact
them
that she was
mushrooms,
even on screen, I was surprised.
I think that's why they made the
Man.
episode,
Yeah,
where
she really did.
airborne now because Nora would have got away if it wasn't for the fact that that stuff was airborne.
Wasn't
Oh no,
no sound be touching her.
she would have been gone.
She would
She
have
been
been
out of
Yeah,
there. She would have been right through the cave and would have been out. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And you can tell she was an athlete too, because she had the not only the
Hmm.
form, but to do that in boots. She had military boots on.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Was
hey,
it hard to run in? Well, wait, don't military people wear those boots in
No,
combat?
they don't run like that though.
not like yeah,
But they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
run like that. They're hard. They hurt your ankles.
Yeah,
Oh,
those boots are it's first of all they have
You
two
gotta
different
wear them in.
there's two different type of boots. You have like your work boots and you got like dress boots. So there's two different type of boots. But most likely she was probably wearing work boots. But those work boots they're not. It's not the way she had her form going in those boots
Yeah.
is different. Let me just tell you. I wore both.
that's
So
great.
Yeah.
Isn't like
Yeah.
the boots also to protect your ankles too, right? Because like if you're like in a jungle or whatever, like for snake bites and stuff like that, it's supposed to also protect that.
yeah, they have
Or no?
so like yeah, you got your the boots go up to your ankles and then your pants they go down to like kind of like inside your boots so nothing can get inside.
Inside the boot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, I need some of those for being out in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yo, we got to talk
Oh,
about
girl.
like
I don't
I
know how
don't
you
know
live in
how
Texas. It's so hot. How's the weather right now?
it's hot.
It's hot.
But how did
We
because
got a
Ellie must
cool
have just
fresh
knew.
couple days here. I wonder how it is
Yeah.
at the show, because in the show it seems like it's really fresh, and then they go to the base, or I don't know if it's the basement, but they go under, and Ellie looks all like she's sweaty, unless that's
Mm.
just the actress herself,
Oh yeah, they just stressed out.
because it looks like it's supposed to be nice and moist in there.
Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably hot as hell. Who knows? Because all that freaking fungus and stuff. I don't know. Maybe the heat.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like a what's it called? Like a sauna.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then yeah, the particles is flying. Hey, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I
They
think
didn't
of
say.
like dark and stuff, it looks more like cool in there, like, But I guess it
Did they
could be
say
musky, like muggy.
Did they say what time of the year it is?
Uh, see,
I'm
I
trying to think. I don't
don't.
remember what time
No,
of year
because
it is.
I
I
mean the
mean,
day, like when they're hiking and stuff, it looks like the day lasts forever.
yeah, I'm trying to think because I mean I know it was
I mean, like I
snowing
know
right
the
when Joe died. It was
when
snowing.
they when they left, but the whole time they're
Then
camping, there's no snow.
yeah,
Mm.
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's
Remember,
like
remember,
spring or something.
remember we did the time right for the miles to get to from this location to this
Oh.
location. We did it. We googled it right. It took like
That's
what was
still
it?
been bothering me.
21 days.
21 days. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 21 days.
21
21
days,
days, man.
Yeah,
no, not
No
one
infected
zombie popped
attack.
up.
Like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
and then Jesse shows up, yeah, and knows where to go.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Wait, so where's Tommy? He said him and Tommy came. Where was?
He's at the theater. That's where he's at.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
he's
He's
at the
kicked
theater
out.
waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't seen him yet, but he's there.
Wait, hold on. Okay,
I'm pretty sure he's in the next episode.
I just got another question now.
Mhm.
If Jesse said that they knew where Ellie and them was because of the map, then, or maybe it wasn't an urgent thing, but I'm like, why wouldn't Tommy go with Jesse?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The
Like,
fact
what
that
was
Jesse
Jesse's
even,
conclusion about where they were going and
I
Tommy
think
bringing
they
this
split
back?
up.
That's a good
Something
question.
about they split up or something like that, and to meet back at the theater. Something he said
uh,
about splitting up.
But why
I'm
would they
thinking,
He
do
did, yeah. He did
yeah,
say
I
they
was
split up.
wondering why it even
Unless he
mattered.
sees something that's coming before it comes. Maybe he knows something that's coming and he's trying to prepare.
Hmm.
that?
Yeah,
Possibly.
because I'm thinking like there were like 12 intelligent zombies or infected, and then Jesse shows up, and I'm like, why do they care? That's just 3 on 12. Like the fact that they even retreated to me, I was like, this just seems like another victim from their perspective. They're like, oh, we didn't see you there, but that's fine.
They
Like,
Well, think about it, right? They're smart, right? And they know bullets hurt. So they probably saw a couple of their homies get hit, and they said, "Oh, I'm out of here. I ain't, I
Hey,
just came to
they-
flesh. I ain't came
he
to
ain't
get
got no
shot."
regular handgun. That fool got a shotgun.
that,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I don't know what he got, but that made more noise than theirs. Like, we don't. Yeah, maybe
And
that
you just go
intelligence
pew
worked
pew, and
against
I'm
them.
like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they not doing little peck packs. They here. Jesse coming in with the boom, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, okay, yeah. If that's the
yeah,
reason, then I can't argue with that because that
yeah,
Right.
stop button made him stop. It's like,
Yeah, they really
dang.
did just run off.
yeah. They
Mhm.
did. They didn't want none of that.
I was
Hell
thinking
no.
that same thing when you said about you saying they were like intelligent, so they
Yeah.
they recognize like, oh, that's like a serious type of gun. Like we don't want to die. It's like I was thinking that same thing. I was just that comment just sounded kind of sarcastic, but it's just
Mhm.
because I'm like I was literally about to say the same thing with the gun that Ellie had when she had Nora with her hands up. Going back to that scene, when I was thinking like, from my understanding, I'm like gun bullets go far.
Yeah.
So I that's another thing I don't understand in shows or in movies where I'm like, why do people get close to the person? Like you have a whole gun. If it was up to me, I would be so far back. Like I would be
Yeah.
in such a distance, at such a distance to where there's no way you're going to take the gun from
Pressure.
my hand, have
Yeah.
proximity to like what she did, throw acid. I'm like, you have a whole gun. You don't have a knife. You have a gun. Back
Mhm.
up. I would be backing up while pointing. Like, I don't know, but
I think
I
I
just
think
don't.
it's because like for movies, it makes it more dramatic if the both of
That's
the actors are more close. Because if let's say you're like far back, it doesn't seem so dramatic. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
right.
saying? And then it's like if she does make a movement, you have so much space now to where, I mean, she wouldn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's too much distance, so they got to make it, to where she can get away.
I think it's that
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing of like all publicity is good publicity. I feel like movies, like directors, they keep repeating this so that we
Mhm.
can do what we're doing and complain about it.
Yeah.
But it's like talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, nah, because you have
And
to. Because I'm like, even the bad security, they have horrible security.
oh,
Wolf
oh yeah.
security is
Oh yeah.
horrible. They've been
Oh,
clearing
terrible.
rooms. They was clearing rooms that was
That was
not
not
clear.
cleared.
There was people just sitting under tables. I'm like, from what they think, they're looking for the cult
Right.
people. Can they
Right.
not fit under tables? Like, why would you say
Right.
that?
Right.
It's like going
And
into a house and like you didn't check behind the shower curtains, no closets, and said house is
yeah.
clear. Like,
Ellie,
Yeah.
Ellie was in the room behind the door that he walked through, and it's like he
Yeah.
only checked his
he ne-
left. I was like, bad guys don't live on the right. Like, what's
And it goes back to video game logic. It's the video game. Because in the video game it's like that. They're like, you
yeah,
don't see me right here? Okay, well,
Yeah.
stealth kill. Like
that's true. That's true. Because you be playing Spider-Man games, and don't nobody want to look up. It's
no,
impossible for
the
people to
worst I've
look
ever
up.
seen that is that game way back in the day, Metal Gear. They used to be like, huh?
I was about
oh
to say
yeah.
that.
What was that?
Oh yeah.
Exclamation point
I was
over
about
their
to say
head.
that.
They were the worst at seeing like the person they were looking for. Like
Mm,
funny.
you be making eye contact, and they'd be like, "Ah, I think I saw something."
I think I saw something.
Yeah.
Because when he entered the room, right? Like you can like when he entered the room, you see like the from his perspective, you would see the Alice in front of him. And the only spot that was blocked where he should have checked was where Ellie was sitting at or standing wherever whatever she was
Standing,
doing.
not even
That would have
sitting.
been the first thing he did was turn to the right. Like that's
Mhm.
crazy. He just kept looking straight. That's like, wow.
I would never breach a room with him. If I ever had to
Oh,
breach a room,
never.
it would not be with
Oh
him.
my
Right.
god. Not with
Every
him.
time he says clear, I'd assume a grenade is coming.
Yeah. I assume
Yeah.
there's an enemy under a table.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude.
Oh,
And
Crazy
then
work.
man.
and then she snuck into the hospital. Where was the security? Like
How did she get
nobody
into
reported.
the
No,
hospital?
yeah, I'm like, yo, you crawled in through a cement crack that had a ventilation system that took you to who you were looking for. Like, you ain't see no one else along. Yeah, they've skipped a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that in
A
season
lot.
one would have been an episode. Like,
Yeah.
cause I swear Joel ain't catch no breaks. Every time he got in a city, there was a spike strip. Every time he entered a room, there was a. I'm like, dude, Joel put in work. See, like
I
the
feel like
whole
Joel
movie
would
was
be
about getting to the hospital. Like,
Right.
Right.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
I
Joe
feel
had to
like
deal with
Joel would
everything, bro. He had to do,
dude,
he don't
he
even
even had to deal
seem
with the Raiders. Remember the Raiders?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, Joe had to deal with Raiders too.
I'm like,
yeah, no,
dude, you ain't.
Joel's character to me doesn't fit in season two. Like I feel like it would almost be like a disrespect to the quality of his
Yeah,
character because
Oh
like
yeah.
he really a movie or a show is good when you feel like invested, like I don't know what I would have did.
yeah,
Like, that's how I felt all season one. Like
yeah,
I felt like Joel was in impossible situations where it was just like, dang, that's
yeah. I don't
tough.
know what I did.
Yeah, him
Yeah.
and the lady, like I feel like they were. It was an intense, like, yeah.
Hmm.
But now I'm just like, if he was there, if it was still following him, but with the same types of scenarios, it just doesn't seem. I don't know. It seems different.
Y'all know the video games were like you could put the difficulty on extra hard, and then once you
Yeah,
die too many times, it says, "Hey, you sure you want to do this, bro?"
they're on easy
Like that's what
mode.
it feels like happened. It felt like Joel died, and they reset the difficulty, and I'm
You're
like,
right.
this is
Easy.
definitely not season one
Easy.
difficulty.
They reset
They
the
said
difficulty.
mild, like
Yeah,
Yeah, like
they put it
I'm
on
here for the
normal.
story. They playing guitar now. They playing guitar in places that used to take 2 night shifts to sleep. Like Joe didn't get no sleep. Joe accidentally fell asleep and Ellie watched the shift, and that was like a
Right,
lesson learned. Now they playing
right.
guitar in the same room. Like, huh.
And remember when they went camping, they both fell asleep. Remember
oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh, nobody's on fire watch now. Oh, okay.
And it's just
Mhm.
that was a whole grown man that you learned from. Ellie learned from
Yeah,
Joel. It's like now you're by yourself with another woman. It's like
Mhm.
you should be more alert to
Who
me.
reads maps? It's not even like they got Google
I feel
Maps.
like she
She
should
is.
be the brains of the pair
Yeah, she has the right to, but yeah, I'm like
because
she's
she.
getting a whole lot of information from these maps. Like, yeah, yeah,
crazy work,
I
man.
mean, I'm not really
Yeah.
liking Ellie in this season because I feel like you know she was with Joel the whole entire first season, so there's so much that she has learned. You know how to track, how to you know plan, and she's supposed to be what 18, 19 years old technically. I mean, she
Mm,
doesn't look it, but she's supposed to be like 18 or 19 years old. So I feel like some of her decision, and I understand Joel died, but I mean, you would think you're gonna have a plan, like you said, like have a plan instead of just like, oh, my goal is just to kill her. Like
yeah,
have a big picture. Dina is the one
Yeah.
that's been pretty much the brains right now, and she's
mm.
pregnant. Usually, pregnancy fog or whatever, and she's the one that's had more of her mind on her shoulder versus Ellie, who is just like I don't know, making horrible decisions right now. I
Mhm.
mean,
mhm,
she's
Maybe
lucky Jesse got made it there in time too.
maybe that's
yeah,
their way of trying to balance it out or something because it seems like season two Ellie just kind of I don't know, just kind of went
regressed.
down in
I don't
Mhm,
know.
value.
I don't think she can carry the show if it wasn't for Dina and Jesse and them throwing all these other the religious group, the Versailles, um the infected and the airborne stuff. Like I don't think he could have carried
The
this
stalkers
this
too.
I mean, I
season.
feel like if they would have just took maybe a different route with Ellie, like the fact that she learned from Joel, who was competent, he was about it, he was wise, he made good decisions, he had good discernment, he was good at what he did. And so it's
Yeah.
like Ellie is like his disciple, like she's like his mentee. So it's like if she would have like took more of a for season two, more of like a maturity route of being like in honor
mhm,
of like him, the person who trained me dying, like I'm gonna step up. Like I feel like I would be more excited to watch that version of Ellie of her being like maybe still, angry, kind of been through some trauma, been through a lot. It's like, but she really was like competent to be like a young woman. But if she was like cold though, like, you
yeah,
know, I think that would be more exciting to see her
yeah.
in that kind of a role than just
Yeah,
this
there's
Yeah.
like
definitely a way to do it. I also don't know why she like even weird decisions. Like Joel, even when he left the hospital, was willing to shoot what's her name? The leader of the Fireflies, because he's like, you'll just come after us. But I'm like, Ellie is
Mm.
walking by infected zombies in an airborne, and she still just walks straight by them to go kill. No, I'm like, those things can get out of there. Like why would
That's
you
what I thought.
assume those aren't zombies? Like, yo,
right.
they are I'm like, if she sees any one of them at any point after this episode, it's her fault because she watched them sit in a wall, breathing smoke, like they was
That
just
would
vaping.
I would have been like, boom, boom, Nora,
Right.
like,
Right.
like you would
Each
have
one
heard
of them. Doop,
shots
doop,
before I
doop.
screamed Nora's name. Like,
Yeah,
They all getting busted in the
Maybe,
head.
maybe
That's
is that
it.
how the stalkers are made? Probably
you said maybe what?
how the
Mm,
stalkers are made. Like
Oh,
maybe.
like those are the. That's even more reason to shoot them in the head because they're gonna be smart.
you are
right.
But
Right.
I feel that might be it. Like if airborne zombies are actually turned into intelligent ones.
I'm still trying to
Damn.
figure out where them big ones come from. It seems like there's no explanation yet for them things. The gargantuans, the big ones.
Oh, the big ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah. I
still
don't
they
know.
they've
they
showed
got
like
gym
two
membership.
of them, but
Yeah.
there's only been like two. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no explanation for that. I had a question though. So when when Ellie was asking Nora like, "Where is Abby?" But right before Nora actually died, when Ellie was like hitting her with that little metal stick thing, and
Hmm.
then
Thick
but before
thing.
she started doing that, and Nora was like, "Oh, you're the one. You're the the one that's immune."
Mm.
They knew there was was that like a thing? Like, did I miss that? Was there like a like we know there's someone who is immune out there? Because
That's
she
true.
said it as
Yeah.
if like a oh you're the immune.
So
Hmm.
so basically, like it was a known thing of what the Fireflies were trying to do, like get the immune person. Like it was a known thing. It wasn't like a hidden thing.
We just
So
don't
Okay.
know who it is.
yeah, they just didn't know who it was. And then you know how like word travels
Um,
around, like you hear stories of certain things, and then she came to that realization, that moment, like, oh snap, that immune girl was real. So what they were talking about all this time was there was really an immune girl. So
Oh,
Oh,
that has
that
to hit really
tracks.
different for
And
Nora
that I
before.
guess I because remember
Yeah.
remember
I
in
totally think Chloe
season.
Garcia was like, yeah, she should have paid her. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
reading the comment
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I remember.
on
Remember in
Rundown.
season
Yeah.
one in the hospital. It was remember the when Joel shot the doctor right in the hospital right.
right.
There was two
Mhm.
more nurses there.
Hmm.
He didn't shoot them. So
Yeah. So they could
I
definitely
guess
spread the word on what the operation
They could
was.
have been one of them.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah they could. I mean because
Do you
Abby
know
found out
something,
that
DJ,
her.
that you're not sharing with us?
No, I'm putting it together. So
Because
I mean
that
I'm
makes
guessing.
sense. That they didn't kill him. So
Yeah, because like and Abby, found out about her dad, and she and here's the thing, because the Abby knew exactly who shot her dad. It was Joel. How did
Yeah.
she find that out if it
The
wasn't for the two
nurse.
nurses that was there?
Yeah. Hmm.
So the two nurses had to say something about, hey, yeah, we were operating on this girl who was immune because she can cure the whole thing. Like, so
Mm.
I get
That's
that's
true.
But they didn't know
I'm
who
guessing
that girl
they didn't know who the
was.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
just
know who
know
it
what the
was
girl
though.
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Ooh, or what if they did? What if that's why Abby didn't kill her? Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Even their
doubt it.
description makes sense now, though, because they were like, I thought that was weird that one of the descriptions of Joel was that he was like handsome. And it's like, well, if you left two nurses alive, I guess that'd be something you remember. I don't know. Because I'm like, ain't no dude gonna use that as a descriptor for
Right, right,
someone that was. I'm
That's
like, I
funny
don't
that
know.
right.
they
That's wild.
give
Yeah, it's
that
just
Yeah,
one
that's
guy
report.
came in here and just shot up the spot. He
It's
just
like, yeah,
yeah.
killed
That'd be
everyone. He was
hilarious. Like
crazy, and he's like a 9 out of 10, and but he was crazy too. And it's like, how'd you?
I'm thinking about that on a real police report like description when they're like, "Did you see the suspect?" It's like, "Yeah, he was fine." Like, okay,
okay.
Oh,
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that helps a lot.
Yeah, that helps.
right. Like,
Does he
okay,
have any tattoos? Does he have a beard? Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Like, well, I'm gonna write
I
that
could have
down
made the
just in
list.
case that matters. Yeah.
That's
Oh snap.
man. Are we missing
That's funny.
anything else?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
we talked about everything. I think.
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
remember.
so.
I think I'm just glad that it just kind of picked up the pace a little bit from it's been I don't want to say dead, but a little dead the past two episodes. It's been a little slow, maybe I should say. So
Mhm.
it was nice that it
So
kind
there's
of
like,
a little
so
bit.
there's like what, 4 episodes left? I'm assuming of the
Is it
season.
really?
Yeah, because this
Yeah.
one was what 5, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So then,
5 more,
yeah.
five,
Well,
4, 5
well,
more.
well. The last season was only 9 episodes, so it's gonna be
Oh,
like
so
4 or 5 left. Yeah. Well, I will say this though. Uh, get ready for the next episode to probably be slow again. So,
Already?
if
Dang.
I'm just saying, if they follow the game, then it's gonna be pretty slow.
How how is it? I don't even get how it would be slow if Well, you know what? They're probably gonna like take time in the theater. You know, the reunion of like them seeing Jesse and Tommy after a while. But
No, it's a
I'm just
flashback.
thinking, oh, I
It's
was
a flashback
confused
with
when it ended
Ellie.
like that.
Yeah, Ellie and Joel. They is Ellie's thinking of Joel back in
Uh,
like a couple years ago and stuff like that, and they're wandering through the woods or something like that. He's teaching her how to hunt, and teaching her how to do all that stuff, and so it's gonna be it's gonna be just a flashback with Joel and Ellie. But yeah, so it's
oh,
gonna be pretty
So a
slow.
filler episode, basically.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
gonna
If
be
that's
they
pretty
how
do,
slow.
I would feel when there's only like 4 episodes left.
honestly, if one big flashback saves Ellie's character, I'd be willing to sacrifice one more episode for him to basically say, "Yo, kid, you forgot everything I taught you. This is how you hunt. This is how you fight. This is how you
Yeah,
think." And if she wakes up from this and starts thinking, I'm willing to use an episode for that because she been trying to commit suicide since Joel died to me. I'm like, God,
I'm actually
dog,
excited
bro.
to see Joel back on the screen if that's the case.
I
Yeah.
Just
know
just to watch
yeah,
him on the screen will be nice.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
that's
yeah. They
true.
they um they have a like kind of like a father daughter moment um in the at least that's how it was in the game, So
Mm.
I'm not gonna say too much about it, but yeah,
Well,
that's
that'll
that's
be
cool.
nice
So
to
yeah,
watch.
just
That'll be nice to watch. But
yeah, I'm
I
just
mean, I'm still a
preparing
little
y'all.
frustrated because you would think Allie learned so much from Joel. Like I said before, like she should be more
Yeah,
aware of things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just preparing y'all for another slow one. But who knows? The TV show might mix it up a little bit. Maybe they do show some scenes of Dina and Jesse, and Dina finally comes out and tells Jesse that she's pregnant and it's his, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe the TV show does a little different, something different. But
I don't know.
if I was the
She might stay
game,
with
yeah.
Ellie's.
Oh, wow, what?
Hey, look,
Oh man.
if they pull that card and if Jesse says, "Oh, okay," like I'm gonna have some questions.
Oh, okay.
Bruh.
I mean, apparently, yeah. When Ellie said, "I'm gonna be a dad,"
I'm
and
gonna
she
be a
smiled.
dad.
I mean, she was serious
Insane,
in that moment. Like, I'm like, oh, okay,
insane.
Yeah,
yeah. Let's
yeah,
hope. Not. Let's hope not. But
Maybe she doesn't know how babies come from.
it's the stork, you know.
Oh man,
But,
I
Oh
don't,
but
man.
man.
no, I
Yeah,
wonder. I
and
wonder how.
she wrote a letter.
I wonder what that's gonna do
Insane.
though. Like once Jessie finds out, because obviously she's not going to get any. She ain't gonna get no abortion. You know what I mean? Not in their day and
Yeah.
time. So it's like she's gonna have the baby, and which means her. Well, she's probably not even gonna be in the show after a while. Like as far as when she needs to sit down. To be honest,
yeah.
but I don't know. I
It's
wonder what that's gonna do with Jessie and
it's
Dina.
sad, but I think it's obvious that I think Jesse's gonna be the only voice of reason, and then he's gonna have to die so that that can happen. Because nothing else makes sense except to keep them alive until the problem's gone, and then he dies sacrificially, being
Mm.
the yeah. That's the only thing I feel like they could do with Jesse. As sad as it is, because that's my dude, and I feel like he's getting done wrong. All he's doing is saving people's lives and being reasonable. Like, God damn. That's what his job is now. Like my
Right.
man joined the council and left it for friends that don't even value him. I'm just like, yo, Jesse, you gotta get out those toxic relationships, bro.
I know, right?
Got you fighting more, got literal toxic creatures chasing you, and you was
Man,
fine.
crazy work. Yeah, he over there saving people, and he not even the. They don't even want him to be the father, man. What's going on,
Right,
man?
That's
right.
Uh,
insane.
insane, man.
That is insane.
Yeah, man. But anyway,
That's some
yeah. So
toxic shit right there.
Mhm.
we hit an hour, so that's hey, we good, man. That's good. I appreciate everybody for joining us,
Yes.
man. Until next week, uh, we're gonna see y'all, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe, of course, and we're gonna keep it going for y'all, man. For every single week here on Rated R Reviews. We will see y'all later.
All right. Peace.
Bye.